And so if you're wearing clothes, you're literally covering up what people want to watch. Be analogous to playing basketball and blocking up if you put the basket in the hole or not. What would be the point? We want to see if you made the shot or not. Coach Greg, in today's video, Hadi Choopan is scared. That's right, he's scared to show off his physique. Look at the 8 weeks out video, then stay silent until we meet on stage again. And so I'm looking at him 8 weeks out, shaking the quad, stomping it down like Jay Cutler, blowing out the abs. Guy looks shredded. He looks as though he's perhaps 2, maybe 3 weeks out from being truly peeled on stage. Problem is, that is 8 weeks out. Bodybuilding competitions are not won 8 weeks before the show. It doesn't matter how shredded you are 8 weeks out. What matters is how you look on stage. And if you're too shredded leading up to the competition, it is actually going to hold you back. There's a reason why bodybuilders are not shredded as in 4% body fat year round. They put on muscle in the off season, and when you're on a diet cutting, it's much harder to maintain that size and fullness. And if you're shredded 8 weeks before the competition and you have to maintain that shreds, it's that much more difficult. Just think of it. Why do you think people bulk and cut? They bulk and cut because when you're cutting, it's harder to put on muscle. That's why I continue to preach to main gain. Not at 5%, 7%, 9%, but at a healthy body fat percentage, closer to 15%. And to me, Hadi's too lean for 8 weeks out, and he's going to have a hard time maintaining that conditioning, that size, throughout the entirety of the 8 weeks leading up to the competition. And here's another problem I have with this. Staying silent for 8 weeks before the competition and then showing up on stage. Yeah, that worked in the 80s, perhaps with Dorian Yates, but it's 2023. You have 5.2 million followers and you are the Mr. Olympia champion. You are the poster boy for the Mr. Olympia. At least you're trying to be. But if you're not posting updates, you're not showing off your physique, you're not doing guest appearances around the world, then how are you growing the sport? In today's day and age, people want immediate feedback. They want to know now how you're doing. And so in my opinion, remember, it's just Coach Greg's opinion. I'm not always right. I believe that the more photos you show, the better. If you had a weekly update, here I am 8 weeks out, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take this, everybody. Look at me now. I'm coming for it. You're all fighting for second place. Look at my physique. I'd much rather see that. A guy who's confident, not hiding in the shadows, who's open and transparent and telling people everything. Bodybuilding, social media, everything's like a soap opera. People want to be heavily invested all the time. Notice how Chris Bumstead has way more followers than Hadi Choopan. Chris is showing updates as YouTube videos. He's much more involved with the fans. And I've seen other competitors, they also show their physiques. They're calling people out saying, hey, I'm here for the title. I want to win. But it isn't as if he doesn't post anything. He has videos of him training. He's got FST7 chest day training, but he's fully covered up. For some reason, bodybuilders don't want to reveal their package they're working on. I don't get it. Bodybuilding is about how you look. You're literally being judged on your appearance of the entire body. And so if you're wearing clothes, you're literally covering up what people want to watch. Be analogous to playing basketball and blocking up if you put the basket in the hole or not. What would be the point? We want to see if you made the shot or not. And so, don't you want to see more of Hadi? Don't you want to see his physique, more posing updates, perhaps training with his shirt off once in a while? And so, I just don't understand the mentality now of wanting to work out alone, keeping everything secret, and settling things on the stage. That's boring. We want to know how you're doing. We want to know what you're eating. How many calories are you on? Chris Bumstead has countless videos. This is my bulking diet, my cutting diet. Perhaps some of these bodybuilders can learn from social media superstars. What are they doing that we're not doing? After all, these are the Mr. Olympia champions. Why are they not more popular than guys who don't even compete? And so my personal opinion is that Hadi Choopan is not going to win. I do believe Derek Lunsford is going to dethrone Hadi. I don't think he's going to make significant improvements to where he is at 8 weeks out. I believe he'll come in harder, sure, but so will the other competitors. Is there any reason why Derek Lunsford's going to hold back? oh, I'm Derek. I don't need to get as lean as I was last year. I'm just going to come in aight. And so unless you're a lazy athlete, for some reason you're holding back, why would you not come in at your leanest? Every athlete knows the leaner they compete at, the better. There's no way you can convince me that if you show up off, that you're more full, that you haven't died as hard, that you're somehow going to place better than if you're grainy, hard, and shredded all at the same time. And so I do believe Hadi Choopan is going to come in second place. I think that Derek's going to win. And in third place, I feel Samson Dauda can make the upset. Guy never places high in the top 5 in Olympia ever before, but I do believe that this is going to be his year. To make top 3 against Hadi and Derek, that would be an amazing accomplishment. And Nick Walker saying, I'm in it to win it. He needs to believe that. I don't believe that Nick Walker can come in and win the Mr. Olympia. Nick does, and nothing wrong with that mentality. He's in this to win it. He's giving it his 100%, 1,000%, the biggest percent possible. But I don't think he has the height, the shape to overcome Samson Dauda. If Samson comes in shredded, of which I do believe he can do, I think he'll place in the top 3. Nick Walker has the shreds, the size, but I don't think he can hang with the shape of a Samson Dauda. And so let me know in the comment section, who do you think is going to win it? Do you think it's going to be Derek, Samson? Do you think that Hadi will actually come on top again? Do you believe Nick Walker or someone else could come out on top? And something else that I think is a great decision is the Mr. Olympia is no longer qualifying the top 5 for next year's Mr. Olympia. They've reduced that to only the top 3. Years past, there were so many competitors at the Olympia, it was kind of taking away the prestige of the event. And do you not want to simply see the best of the best? And so qualifying on points, never having won a show. If you can't win a show, what chance do you have of winning the Mr. Olympia? The Mr. Olympia is the best of the best, and to be there, you should have won a competition. And so wouldn't it be amazing if a Mr. Olympia competitor, the best in the world, were to compete at every single show and win all the competitions? And then at that year's Olympia, there could only be the top 3. And so imagine Derek says, I'm going to do something no one's ever done before. I'm competing in every single show qualifier this year. I'm going to win all of them, all the prizes, show up to the Olympia, and dominate yet again. I'm winning it all. I want all of it. And so imagine if that were possible. Imagine if someone were to do that. That would be a truly astonishing feat. Imagine if someone were so good that they could compete year-round, win every single show. I do believe that to be impossible. Well, impossible is a very strong word. Imagine the dominance that someone have to do. Perhaps a guy like Chris Bumstead, I do believe he could in fact do it if he so chose to. But aside from him, I don't think anyone could win every single show in a year. And of course, the supplements that are harder than last time to get, you got to go to the website. Well, you could also go to Amazon. So are they really that hard to get? Well, you can get G-Test pre-workout, GO2 Max, Ecti Builder, creatine, protein powder, protein bars that taste amazing. So many amazing supplements. You're not going to believe it. Head over to the website and see for yourself. And don't forget to enter that code Greg to give you 10% off, ending it here. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Like this video if you did like it. Watch one of the 2 bloops. Don't forget about the cookbooks and the Circle Diet book. I mean, what more could you ask for? How to lose weight, keep it off for the rest of your life. Also, coaching plans by me and my team, and my Harder Than Last Time clothing line, tank tops, hoodies, sweaters, all that going on. And until next time, I am out.